Hey there, how you doing? Charlie Winters here with selections for Wednesday, the 8th of March. Well, first a quick recap on Tuesday's performance. Well, basically it was money back. We had a 28 to 1 place that came second, I believe, and the other one was Just Call Me Pete, came fourth, I believe, at 9 to 2 because we took price on both of them. So on to Wednesday. I said I was unsure whether I was going to give some selections. Well, there's an interesting race. I've gone for three outsiders again because one of the horses in that race, in my opinion, is well, all three of the fancied horses in the first race that I'm giving selections out, first three in the betting, are all vulnerable. You've got Miss Lamb that hasn't shown. It's got the best national flat form by far, and it's also got the best hurdle form by quite a bit. But the other two selections, the second favourite and the third favourite, one of them won last time, and it's got a Racing Post rating of 82. But this time, and that was for winning the race, this time it carries a penalty. However, my selection had a Racing Post rating of 87 and doesn't carry a penalty, even though mine finished 6th of 7 and the third favourite won last time. So I think the third favourite is massively vulnerable, but also the second favourite has got decent flat form, but has never ran over hurdles. So I've gone for 3 in that race. So let me get into it. So in the 220 at Catterick, I have gone for Sawpit Samantha, Feel the Breeze, and Penumbra. Sawpit Samantha is the horse I'm talking about with a better Racing Post rating than the third favourite. Do they want it to come placed or win the race? I don't know. Maybe they're just after a handicap mark for it. But I just think it's a very tasty price at 25 to 1. Feel the Breeze, all it's done is ran in point to points, could sneak a place. And Penumbra, its flat breeding is nothing special, but it ran over 7 furlongs and a mile on the flat. It is bred to one double that. Well, that's obviously what it gets today over 2 mile at Catterick. It's by 60s. Well, the sire is 60s Icon, who has produced some half decent national hunt horses. I'm not saying Penumbra is going to be one of them, but at 150 to 1, where there's doubts, well, huge doubts over the second and third favourite, and slight doubts over the favourite. I just think the prices are too big to ignore, and it's definitely a race where the horses are too big to ignore. There's 9 runners. If there's 2 non-runners, then we've shot it really. I can't see it. These 3. I wouldn't be that confident of any of these 3 coming in the first 2, if you know what I mean. I think they could sneak a place if one of them underperforms, but it can definitely be an interesting race to watch. And the next race, I've gone for in the 250 at Catterick. I've gone for Zara's Universe. I've left the price on that one because I think it could drift. And Coolmoyne at 5 to 1. Coolmoyne, unfortunately, it jumps slightly to the right, and it's a left-handed course at Catterick. However, I do think it's definitely enough to threaten the places. However, ideally, we could do a Zara's Universe also fill in the places. Zara's Universe ran much better than being given credit for last time. But Coolmoyne is a more obvious danger or threat to the places. So those are all the selections. And what I've gone for the same bet again. 50 pence each way doubles. So let's say Penumbra won the first race, 150 to 1. We do definitely need one of the others to minimum place. Otherwise, there's 0 returns. So those are the bets for Wednesday. The very best of luck. Charlie Winters, over and out. Cheers, mate.